Imagine stepping out onto your cruise ship balcony for a breath of fresh air, only to vanish without a trace in under 30 minutes, leaving your family in endless agony and sparking decades of sightings and theories. This is the haunting disappearance of Amy Lynn Bradley, a case that's gripping the world anew thanks to Netflix's just-released docuseries. Welcome back to Missing Persons Archives, where we bring light to the world's most mysterious, unsolved disappearances. From lost hikers in the remote wilderness to inexplicable vanishings in urban settings, we've covered a wide array of enigmas. But today we turn our attention to the open waters, the floating worlds of cruise ships, where luxury meets isolation and where too many have simply ceased to exist. Join us as we navigate through this haunting maritime mystery. It was March 1998, and 23-year-old Amy Lynn Bradley from Petersburg, Virginia, was embarking on what should have been a celebratory Caribbean cruise aboard Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas. Accompanied by her parents, Ron and Iva, and her younger brother, Brad, the trip marked Amy's recent graduation from college, where she had excelled in sports and earned a basketball scholarship. Amy was described as outgoing, athletic, and full of life, a trained lifeguard and strong swimmer who dreamed of a career in physical education. The cruise started idyllic, with days filled with sunbathing, excursions, and evenings of dancing. On the night of March 23rd, Amy and her brother enjoyed the ship's nightclub, mingling with passengers and crew, including members of the ship's band. They returned to their cabin around 3:30 a.m., but Amy, unable to sleep, stepped out onto the balcony for some fresh air. At approximately 5:30 a.m., her father Ron woke up and saw her resting there, seemingly peaceful, but when he checked again just 30 minutes later at 6 a.m., Amy was gone. Her personal items, shoes, cigarettes, lighter, and even her room key, remained untouched in the cabin, suggesting she hadn't planned to leave for long. The family immediately alerted the crew, but their pleas for a lockdown and thorough search were met with delays. The ship continued its itinerary, docking in Curacao later that morning, allowing thousands of passengers to disembark and potentially contaminate or destroy evidence before authorities could investigate. Royal Caribbean initially suggested Amy might have fallen overboard accidentally, but her family rejected this theory outright. As a skilled swimmer, Amy was unlikely to drown easily, and there were no signs of a struggle or unusual weather conditions. More alarmingly, multiple sightings of a woman matching Amy's description, with her distinctive tattoos, including a Tasmanian devil on her shoulder and a gecko on her navel, emerged in the years following. Witnesses reported seeing her in Curacao shortly after the disappearance, including at a beach where she appeared distressed in the company of two men. In 1999, a U.S. Navy sailor claimed to have encountered her in a brothel in Curacao, where she allegedly whispered,
"My name is Amy Bradley. Please help me,"
before being pulled away. Other unverified sightings included photos sent anonymously to the family in 2005, showing a woman resembling Amy in suggestive poses, possibly linked to human trafficking. The FBI took over the case, offering a $25,000 reward, but leads have dwindled. Amy's family has criticized the cruise line for inadequate security and poor response protocols. As recently as 2025, a Netflix docuseries titled Amy Bradley is Missing revisited the case, interviewing family members and experts who theorize abduction by crew members or traffickers. To this day, no body has been found, no arrests made, and the Bradley family holds on to hope that Amy might still be alive, trapped in a nightmare far from home. Behind every missing person is a human story, a life full of dreams, relationships, and potential, abruptly silenced by the sea. The Bradley family is left adrift in grief, but with the fresh spotlight from Netflix's Amy Bradley is Missing, there's renewed hope for tips that could finally bring closure. If you or anyone you know has information about Amy's case, whether a sighting or insights into cruise ship operations, speak up and contact the FBI. One detail could crack it wide open. And to our viewers, if you'd like us to cover more on this or similar vanishings, drop your suggestions in the comments. Help us amplify the voices of those lost at sea and advocate for safer cruises. This is Missing Persons Archives. Until next time, stay safe, stay vigilant, and never stop questioning the unknown.